16-year-old Judy Rawlings had disappeared from Asheboro, North Carolina in 2001. From what we know, Judy Rawlings was last seen with a person of interest by the name of Tony Sierra. According to Mr. Sierra, he picked Judy Rawlings up on his four-wheeler. Judy Rawlings had asked for him to bring her to Farlow Oil, which is a local gas station, at approximately 11 p.m. He brought her there, she got off, and he left. And allegedly, he went right back to his home.
Anything else significant about where the body was?
It was covered in limbs. The limbs had apparently been broken off trying to conceal the body. And then we have her pair of pants and undergarment. They were located near the body, not on her.
Not on her. Were her pants unbuttoned?
Yes.
The reason I asked Detective Manis if her pants had been unbuttoned is because, from what we know, it could have been a situation where she was on a quad, maybe she fell off, was she dragged, and in that situation her pants would most likely stay on or they would have been ripped off. The fact that they were actually unbuttoned suggests to me that either she unbuttoned them herself or someone else unbuttoned them for her.
There's not much lighting in this area. I would think it's super dark at night.
I think there was one light here then.
It was starting to get dark, probably about 6:30, 7 o'clock, and she's deathly afraid of the dark. So I walked her home.
Judy wouldn't let you drop her off at Farlow's in the dark.
She was not a fan of the dark at all.
She was not a fan of the dark. Terrified of the dark.
The fact that Judy Rawlings was afraid of the dark is extremely significant because if you're to believe one of our main persons of interest, Tony Sierra, he took her to a location where I have visited personally and it's extremely dark. So to think that she would go there voluntarily and allow him to leave her alone in that area is uncharacteristic for who our victim was. So the question is, why would she do that, or did she do it at all? If you're asking me, do I think Judy, based on the people that I've spoken to that knew her best, would allow anyone to drop her off at a gas station in the middle of the night after it's closed, in the darkness, my answer is an emphatic no.
Two days after they had found the body, I was riding by myself that day, and I heard this four-wheeler coming, and I even saw them looking for something. When they finally looked up and saw me, it really startled them. They said something about looking for his girlfriend's pocketbook.
They said they were looking for their girlfriend's pocketbook.
Yeah, his girlfriend's pocketbook. I said, oh, okay.
Really?
Yes.
Any doubt in your mind that that's the words they said to you? We're looking for my girlfriend's pocketbook.
Yeah.
I thought that Danny Cecil was one of the key witnesses we were able to locate. One, he had never been interviewed by police before. Two, he doesn't really know the case that well. He knew of it because Judy Rawlings was discovered so close to where his property was. But as far as the facts of the case, he didn't really know him. He wasn't aware that what led to her being found was the fact that hunters had found her purse prior to her being found. So to have two individuals come by a day later on his property that tend to match the description of the persons of interest, and their first spontaneous utterance to him, because they were startled, was, "We're looking for our girlfriend's purse," when they did not know at that point the purse had already been located by police. Extremely significant. And the fact that Cecil doesn't know any of this information, he's coming from a place where frankly, he doesn't care one way or the other, he's just telling you what he knows, I think is extremely compelling, and that's why he's been put in direct contact with the police at this point. And I was in contact with Detective Manis as of yesterday. There is so much movement in that case. I'm very optimistic about the outcome. I can tell you that witnesses have already spoken with him. He's on it, he's working diligently. People have to understand this isn't something that happens overnight. If they want to see real cases being solved, It takes time, especially with cold cases. It's not something that's gonna happen overnight. So you may watch this episode and hope that you're gonna go online and Google it and see that someone was arrested. It's not gonna happen. It could take months, it could take years. There's certain investigations, the Judy Rawlings one being one of them, where I feel like we made significant strides, and I can't see in a world where there wouldn't eventually be some type of charge pressed against someone. I'm hopeful that there's something coming out soon publicly that I can share with everyone.
I think you have an extremely strong circumstantial case, and I've seen people convicted with less. I will do everything in my power to get you answers.